With this year being the 80th anniversary of the Thomas and Friends franchise, I will be showing you every single narrator and the voices, the sound. So, let's begin with Ringo Starr.
Thomas is a tank engine who lives at a big station on the island of Sodor. He's a cheeky little engine with 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome. "I see you are sorry, James," he said. "I hope now that you will be a better engine. You have given me a lot of trouble. People are laughing at my railway, and I don't like that at all." "I'm very sorry, sir," said James. "I will try hard to behave." "You're a muckle nuisance," said Donald. "It's to leave you behind I'd be wanting." "You can't," said the van. "I'm essential." "Oh, Kaya!" Donald burst out. "You're nothing but a screeching and a noise when all's said and done. Spite Dougie, would you? Take that!" Oh, cried the van. "There's more coming, should you misbehave." The van behaved better after that. "Did you see him straining?" asked Henry. "Positively painful," remarked James. "Just pathetic," grunted Gordon. "He should give up and be preserved before it's too late." "Shut up," burst out Duck. "You're all jealous. Edward's better than any of you."
George Carlin.
"James shall do your work," he said kindly. Percy the green engine was waiting too. "Hurry up, Thomas," called Percy when the signal dropped. "If you're late, Sir Topham Hatt may get a new engine to replace you." He would never do that, thought Thomas, but he was worried. James bustled in. "What's that, Duck? Are you afraid of bees? They're only insects after all, so don't let that buzzbox Diesel tell you different." His name is Boko, and he didn't. I wouldn't care if hundreds were swarming around. I'd just blow smoke and make them buzz off. "Buzz, buzz, buzz," retorted Duck. "Be quiet," snorted Sir Handel. "You're jealous." "Don't worry," soothed Peter Sam. "The engines all teased me about my special funnel until they learned how useful it is." "Did you hear that?" huffed Sir Handel. "My wheels are special, like Peter Sam's funnel. I can go faster than any of you."
Michael Andrews.
"My funnel's cold, my funnel's cold," he puffed. "I want a scarf, I want a scarf." "Rubbish, Percy," said Henry. "Engines don't wear scarves." "Engines with proper funnels do," replied Percy. "You've only got a small one, not for long." The guard blew his whistle and waved his green flag. Peter Sam puffed happily away, singing a little song. "I'm Peter Sam, I'm running this line. I'm Peter Sam, I'm running this line." "I think James couldn't pull it on his own, so Toby had to help him." "Never mind, James," whispered Toby. "They're only joking." "Ha, ha!" Percy, I think the statue is of me," boasted Thomas. "Really, Thomas? Go on, Percy. That's nice." "Well, one thing's for sure," said Gordon. "He won't choose Dirty Percy." "Don't call me Dirty Percy," he chuffed crossly, and he wheeshed away. When Duncan reached the safety of his shed, he closed his eyes tightly. "Spooked, are you, Duncan?" laughed his driver. "No," wailed Duncan. "I'm asleep."
Alec Baldwin.
Gordon was feeling grumpy. This was making James cross. "Why are you complaining all the time?" "Because I'm a big blue engine and I know everything. I shall complain whenever I want. You're just a small red engine with ideas above your station." "I can't see any," said Percy. "Where are they?" "Any what?" "Ideas above the station. The sky's empty." "Like your smoke box, Percy," laughed James. "My favorite station is for Farquhar," said Thomas. "Mine is Maithwaite," said Toby. "Percy, what's yours?" Percy was too tired to think properly. "The docks," he murmured. "Ha," sniffed Thomas, "we can tell." Toby laughed. "The docks are full of fish, not flowers." "All right, then, Arsdale End." "That's my home," replied Toby. "That's why I like it, especially when you're there and not here saying I'm silly." "Oh my goodness! Help! Save me!" A quick-thinking shunter did, just in time. "What was that?" exclaimed James. with some sheep, but they were too busy eating grass to take notice. Bah, said Duncan. I need to whistle louder and longer next time.
Michael Brandon.
It was the end of a busy day. The engines had been working hard. They were feeling pleased. Right on time, said Sir Topham Hatt. Thomas and Percy looked at the big tank engine. He was very impressive. This is Arthur, said Sir Topham Hatt. He's here to shunt freight cars and pull freight. James, you must be a busy bee, he peeped. James gasped. Do you mean I have to be painted yellow and black? He whistled weakly. Yes, James, Percy said sternly. But why? Snorted James. Percy tried to peep boomingly. Because I am controller. Big, bad, strong, and solid. That jerk's name is Hector the Horrid, they sang. Thomas puffed closer. Keep away, roared Hector.
Pierce Brosnan.
Cinders and ashes, cried Thomas. I must get back to safety. He was very scared. Then Thomas started to reverse. He puffed slowly and carefully. Thomas, you have made a wonderful discovery. This is the town of Great Waterton. Thomas gasped. He and the other engines had heard stories about Great Waterton. When steam engines first came to Sodor, Sir Topham Hatt said, this was the main town. It was called Great Waterton. The waterworks here provided water for everyone. Why does no one live here now? Puffed Thomas. All the people left to live in new towns, and everyone thought the town of Great Waterton was lost forever. But now it is found, cheered Thomas. Thanks to you, Thomas, smiled Sir Topham Hatt. I will telephone the mayor straight away. I am very proud of you. He was with Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt saw Thomas. Come here, he boomed. Hello, Thomas, steamed Stanley. Thomas tooted back, but very quietly. Stanley has done a good job. Work is moving fast, Sir Topham Hatt declared. So I have decided, he added, that Stanley will stay in charge and you will help him. Thomas's funnel flattened. Stanley was to stay in charge? Thomas had lost the most important job of all, the job he wanted more than anything.
Mark Monaghan.
Cranky was having a busy day at the docks. He worked as hard as he could, but still more cargo arrived. Lifting and loading, does it ever stop? He moaned as boxes piled up around him. It was an exciting day on the island of Sodor. Sodor United was playing Barrow in the biggest football match of the year. The fat controller arrived at Tidmouth's sheds. I'm going to be the referee, he said proudly. Thomas and James, I want you to work as a team. Henry went to the steamworks to be repainted. He was very excited. The steamworks was very busy, and everyone was rushing around. Luckily, Thomas met an engine named Nia, who offered to help. 2 engines are much better than 1, she peeped. Thomas replied that he didn't need help.
And finally, Robin Smith.
Welcome to the island of Sodor. I'm Sir Topham Hatt, and this is Thomas. We'll be your tour guides as you join Percy, James, Harold, and the rest of your Sodor friends for the exciting adventures of Thomas and Friends Get Along. Thomas is getting ready to visit some of his favorite places on the island, so get your tickets and hop on board for non-stop excitement. Here we go! Wake up, all of you! It's festival day!
Hooray! Let's get started.
Not so fast, little Thomas. Are you sure you know what you have to do?
I'm unloading packages at the harbor.
And I'm helping at the festival grounds.
And I'm picking up passengers with Annie and Clarabelle.
Splendid! You're all really useful engines.
Thomas the Tank Engine was a really useful engine. He was so useful that he was given his very own branch line to run on. You could almost go without me now, joked his driver with a laugh.
That was the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.